It's strange how a dream can fall apart without making a sound. How something you poured yourself into can just quietly slip out of your hands. There was a moment not long ago when a dream I had been working on, investing time, energy, hope into, suddenly fell apart. And the strangest part is that it didn't collapse with a loud crash. It was more like the quiet click of a door closing, one I was sure God had been leading me toward. I remember sitting there afterward, confused, not angry, not even disappointed yet, just confused. Lord, what was all of this for? A day or two later, I wasn't even looking for answers. I was just flipping through my Bible the way you do when your heart is unsettled and you're hoping something will steady you. And my eyes landed on a verse I'd read 100 times, 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances. I'll be honest. My first reaction was almost a laugh. Lord, this? Right now? Because gratitude felt like the last thing that made sense. But I couldn't shake it. The words stayed with me, like they were waiting for me to stop resisting long enough to actually hear them. As I sat with that verse, something slowly started to shift. Not in my circumstances. Those were the same. The closed door was still closed. The dream was still scattered in pieces, but something was happening in me. I started to realize that Paul wasn't telling us to give thanks for all circumstances, but in them, in the very place where things don't make sense. Because gratitude isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about letting God shape the heart that's walking through not fine. I began to see that giving thanks wasn't a command meant to burden me. It was an invitation for God to form something deeper in me than success ever could. A steadiness, a humility, a trust that didn't depend on getting what I hoped for. And here's the truth. Nothing magically resolved after that. The project didn't resurrect. The answers didn't appear. The path forward was still foggy. But something quiet settled in me. Not closure, not clarity. Just a willingness, maybe for the first time, to let gratitude live in the tension with me. And I think that's what Paul was inviting all along. Not a gratitude that ignores pain or erases confusion or forces a smile, but a gratitude that chooses to stay open to God while the story is still unfinished. So if you're standing in a place like that, a closed door, a broken plan, a dream that didn't work, maybe the invitation isn't to understand it yet. Maybe it's simply to say, God, I don't get this, but I'm still here and I'm still grateful. Not because everything is good, but because He is, even while the ending is still being written.